What new game release are you looking forward to the most and why? Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. The world in that is 1-to-1 scale, and you can visit your house or wherever, literally any country, the smallest or biggest country ever. I've never played a flight sim in my life, but I watched some videos on this recently and my goodness does it look amazing. Stunning graphics, but the scale of it is mind-blowing. You can what? Age of Empires 4 was the first computer game I really got into and I've enjoyed each installment since. 03 and the expansions were a blast, so I've been checking in on news of 04 every year or so for over a decade. Anyone who had the original hard copy edition of 03 knows that the included pamphlet had a teaser for 4 and that was like 2005/6. That pamphlet showed an 04 set around the World Wars. The current 4 being developed starts medieval again. Holy shit, the pamphlet had a tease for more OS like a World War II 1 and a Space 1, right? Kerbal Space Program 2, new rockets, new engines, new planets, new systems, base building. And I think there's online gameplay. Loved the original, I still play the enhanced edition for PS4. Kerbal Space Program 2 got major chills the first time I watched the trailer. I still listen to the music. Can't wait for it to be released, but I'm totally fine with them delaying release to get everything right. Can't wait for a whole new set of planets will never be good enough to land on. Baldurs Gate 3 by Larian Studios. I loved Divinity 2 Original Sin and felt that its systems would work brilliantly for D. Turns out I was right and it'll be the best RPG to come out in years. Edit, fixing typo. This game is going to be amazing. I can't wait. I'm playing Divinity Original Sin 2 for the first time right now. Holy crap, the game is perfect. I am not even a big fan of turn-based strategy type combat because I suck at it, but the level of creativity the combat system allows is insane. Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be amazing. Destroy All Humans. Played the shit out of that when I was a kid. Can't wait for the remake. Is it completely remade or just a remaster? That game is such a hoot. The humor is definitely twisted. Crusader Kings 3. CK2 is one of my favorite ever games. Also, it feels like ages since I spent 20 billion quid on DLC, so that's an added bonus. I love story building games, but I just couldn't put in the effort to master the learning curve of CK2. I remember watching a 2-hour tutorial on YouTube and was completely lost. Amazed I had to scroll so far to find this. Hollow Knight, Silk Song. Hollow Knight is one of the few games which have extremely high polish, a good world building, tight gameplay and amazing environmental storytelling. Add to that a discount level launch price and free DLC. If Team Cherry keeps that quality up, then I will be in heaven. If Team Cherry keeps up the quality, this is the developer that was trying to make a DLC and accidentally created a full sequel. I don't think it's an if at this point. Dude, I discovered Hollow Knight like 2 days ago. I haven't done anything else since then. Awesome game. And I'm normally not a big fan of platformers. Dying Light 2. I loved the first Dying Light, one of my favorite games still. I still play it, it's so good. Very excited for this. DL1 is one of the best zombie games ever made. Zombies are my favorite subgenre of horror, but they have been overplayed in film and games within the past 10 to 20 years. It's rare we get a good zombie game these days. Dying Light 1 was an exception and became my favorite zombie game until Resident Evil 2 Remake released, which you should play if you haven't. Terraria 1.4. It's not necessarily a new game release, but I think it still counts. 13 days to go. I have Terraria and have never gotten very far in it. Mainly because I don't like playing it alone. Is there a community that would want to start a fresh game with a 35-year-old dad? There was a game Arcane Studios put out a trailer for called Deathloop that looked really awesome at the last E3. I've not heard a word about it since that trailer, but it had a really interesting central idea, two assassins trapped in an endless cycle of killing one another, a retro-futuristic art style, and is being made by the developer of Prey, which I really enjoyed. So I have a lot of faith in this one being really solid. Saw a lot of Cyberpunk 2077 and Hollow Knight Silksong here, which are both on my list of let's buy that one as soon as we can, but I don't hear much about Deathloop since it was announced. You might know about the series already, but you should check out Dishonored. It's made by Arcane 2. Ghost of Tsushima, just the setting and how vast an open world it's gonna be gets me excited. I think the fact that they are being historical and avoiding any magic/fantasy is refreshing and makes me curious about how the combat/dueling system is gonna work. I'm sad this was so far down on the list. I'm also extremely excited for this game. I loved Sucker Punch's infamous games, and they've been working on this game so long. I hope it's good. The E3 trailer from a couple years ago sold me on the game just from an aesthetic point of view. Looks like it's going to be Red Dead Assassin's Creed in feudal Japan. That's badass. Edit, wow, this comment blew up. Well, now it's higher up, so I'm happy, haha. From the gameplay it seems like if an Assassin's Creed RPG was set in Japan during the samurai periods. And you know what, that sounds fucking sick. Elden Ring. Lore by GRRM and made by FromSoft, who made my favorite game of all time. No gameplay shown yet, but I'm still looking forward to it. How badass was the dude disintegrating from the stress of whatever he was forging? It's been so long without any news that r/Elden Ring started making up their own lore and discussing certain boss fights and sections of the game. It's gone so far that there are several members creating new concept art, spells, enemies, weapons, bosses, etc. daily. Titanfall 3 because its movements and actions are good, their storyline it's amazing, and it has a variety of things that make the game so cool. Playing online has its positive things, and most importantly it is not pay-to-win game. Titanfall 2 launched at such a shitty time, but it's my favorite FPS multiplayer this general. I'm optimistic that Apex Legends will help build up interest in futures games from the Titanfall universe. If nothing else, Respawn has made a name for itself and will have more than enough visibility around whatever it does next. And I'm hoping that's Titanfall 3. Metroid Prime 4 and Breath of the Wild 2. I can't believe I had to scroll this far down to see MP4 mentioned. I've been waiting for a real Metroid game for years. I just got an emulator on my little Surface Pro I got for my business just so I could relive MP1 and 2 on the GameCube. With the MP Trilogy Port 2 Plaza. Horizon Zero Dawn 2. I'd have to say the first was my absolute favorite game. I can't wait to see where the story goes next. There's a sequel planned? Edit, I'm very informed now, thanks for the answers guys and gals. I'm playing it for the first time right now, started it last week. It's fantastic so far, a little easy, on normal difficulty, but it's great because I can concentrate on the story this way. Loving the lore. Cyberpunk 2077, love the look of the gameplay so far, can see CD Projekt Red really making a masterpiece of a game. Main reason for it would be I love the aesthetics and possibilities within the game. This game has been in development since before May 2012. I hope it's good. Had to scroll down way further than I expected to find this comment. Lego Skywalker Saga Edit, I forgot the why. Because I love Star Wars and I love how they're finally making it into an open-world Lego game similar to the Marvel superheroes / Harry Potter / Elot games. The original Complete Saga game was alright, but I felt like they had an opportunity to make an open world and they missed it. Is that all 9 games? Luke, Leia, and Lego? They're triplets now? That Harry Potter RPG that was teased a few years ago. Dude, I would do anything for that game. I would swear off all other games for Harry Potter. I would burn my hair for this game. I would sell my car for this game. I will buy a portable toilet to place it in front of my TV for this game. I will lose my mind for this game. Or just the idea of it. Good summary of what we know so far. The next indie game which I become obsessed with, dig 200 hours into and then suddenly drop after I've sufficiently worried my friends and family. I don't know what it is yet. I just know it's coming. Did anyone say Factorio? Or Satisfactory, which is also highly addictive. Also, Terraria, Journey's End comes out this month. Just saying. Silk song, silk song, silk song. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.